before you today. Academically, the class of 2013 has set its own mark of excellence by being accepted at such prestigious colleges and universities as California State, Auburn, Fordham, St. John's, Stanford, Howard, London University, Johns Hopkins, Columbia, University of Penn, Stetson, UCF, FSU, UF, MDC, and other various honors colleges across the United States. Among these children sit 3 Silver Knight nominees, one of which was an honorable mention in vocational technology. 192 Florida Bright Future Scholarship recipients sit here, and the second graduating class of iPrep Varela. Collectively, they have been awarded over $8.5 million in financial aid and scholarships. Among these sit 4 young men and women who will serve their country upon graduation. As a mother of a soldier, I thank you for your service, and I ask God to protect you always. We have 2 first-team athletes, 7 district champions, and 9 athletes who played in all-star games. We have district, state, and national winners in almost every category of high school life. Not only is this class smart, but they can be seen by their loyalty and their kindness, and totaling over 100,000 hours of community service. Before I continue, I'm going to ask for your indulgence as I deviate from graduation protocol to acknowledge someone who came to Varela 2 years ago during your junior year and has become an integral part of Varela. From her early morning calls of "let's move it, people," to her now infamous bullhorn, which will be officially retired the moment she leaves, please let's take a moment to recognize a woman with the best shoes, next to mine, and the greatest heart, who has dedicated 35 years to Miami-Dade County students and is now retiring, Miss Olivia Cunningham. And she's really mad at me right now. As I prepared for this speech, I realized over and over again what an extraordinary group of children you are, the class of 2013. And it all started with your birth in the early 90s, a most incredible time. Allow me to take you through memory lane. In the early 90s, gas cost $1.16. Movie tickets were $4, and Bill Clinton was the President of the United States. The San Francisco 49ers had just won the Super Bowl, and Starbucks released this really original drink called the Frappuccino. In the year 2000, you entered the world of elementary, where you could sing the rap to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You danced to Beyoncé before, when she was in Destiny's Child, and you knew exactly where in the world Carmen Sandiego was. But that year shook this country to its very core when on 9/11 we felt terrorism on our own soil. Though the event shook the foundations of our buildings, it never shook the foundations of who we are as Americans, and we prevailed. Consequently, you went on to middle school. You entered the world of cell phones, internet, DVD, PlayStation, Xbox, and Dolphin Mall was the place to go and the place to be seen. You blinked and you became vipers. During your 4 years here, you have been told 720 times to have a Viper Day. You have Facebooked, tweeted, and Instagrammed. And I have to tell you, you are the most creative children in inviting your prom dates to prom. You watched what shoes the ladies in the administration wore, and you wondered how Mr. Gallardi could look so much like Mr. Clean. You were the second class to make Varela NA, and we all welcomed 65 students from Haiti after a disastrous earthquake shook that country. Tonight, I am very proud to say that the last of these students graduates among you tonight. While at Varela, the world around you saw the end of the Iraq War, the death of Osama bin Laden, the fairy tale wedding of Prince William and Kate, and the perfect landing of U.S. Airway 1549 on the Hudson River. The dark night rose again, and Miami embraced the big 3 as the Miami Heat won the 2nd national championship. And hopefully tonight, we're on our way. We're white hot. While at Varela, you have discovered the beauty of the written word, the complexity of mathematical equations, the depth of scientific thought, and the differences, yet the commonalities of the human race. The one thing that you have that no one else has is you. Your voice, your mind, your story, your vision. So write and dance and sing and play and draw as only you can. Because as tough as things will be, I am confident you are tougher. I've seen your passion and I've seen your service. You are eager and impatient even to step into the rushing waters of history and change its course. You are fully capable of deciding your own destiny. The question is, which path will you choose? And only you can decide that. And I know you have been well loved and well taught by those parents and abuelas and tias and uncles and family members who I think deserve a round of applause right now. Families, please stand and be recognized by your children. And let us not forget the teachers who, through 4 years, have molded you, enlightened you, challenged you, and even angered you to become the better you that you could be. I think they too deserve a round of applause. Faculty, please stand. As I close, if I could summarize my hopes and my wishes for you, they would be very simple. Graduates, you are coming of age in the most incredible of times. You have the technology that members of my time never even dreamt of. You have more than we ever had, yet you have started sooner and must carry on longer. We may not have given you a perfect world, but we have given you dynamic opportunities for leaving a lasting legacy as a generation who is fearless, imaginative, tireless, and selfless. Vipers, live your life deliberately. And when you think back at your time at Varela, remember us fondly and be proud of being Vipers. No matter what anyone can tell you, words can and will change the world. I wish you a lifetime of learning from great books, from great people, and from yourselves. May you love with every atom in your body, and may you always have your health. It is a beautiful world, guys. Embrace it, live it, leave it better than we gave it to you. I am very proud of each and every one of you. And now the Felix Varela Orchestra will perform Semper Fidelis. Thank you so much. I am very honored now to present to you the first student speaker. She is the executive officer of the Varela JROTC program, and she will be serving her country. We're very proud of her, Cadet Michelle Perri.
Good evening, and welcome to Felix Varela's 2013 graduation. My name is Michelle Perri, and I stand here today to bid you all a bittersweet farewell. If you graduates are like me, then for the past year, you have been marking down every day in anticipation of today. Where did the time go? We have been in the school system, wearing uniforms, mapping out our teacher planning days, and taking classes with people we have known all of our lives. But this is all about to change. The refuge of high school is gone for us. We will now enter a new environment. Many of you remain here in Florida for school, some at the prominent UF, FSU, and many of you will be taking the unknown and frightening path to an out-of-state college like myself. There will also be many of you graduates entering the workforce, as well as the military. But wherever your first steps lead you, let them be steps towards your dreams, desires, and aspirations. As Henry Ford once said, life is a series of experiences, each one of which makes us bigger, even though sometimes it is hard to realize this. People such as President Abraham Lincoln, who proposed to abolish slavery, or Susan B. Anthony, who played a pivotal role in the women's suffrage movement, faced many trials and had to conquer many obstacles. However, they excelled in their goals because they developed a determination that could not be stopped. We live in a country where equality is on the uprise, where women have the choice to work, where men have the opportunities to provide for their households, where children do not need to work in sweatshops and can accomplish at least a high school diploma for free. Although the United States has had its ups and downs with war, this is still the land of the free. Free. We are starting out on a clean slate, but we must determine what is right and what is wrong to preserve this freedom. Which brings us to the phrase, welcome to the real world. Our teachers, parents, and mentors have used it, maybe to scare us, or perhaps wake us up into realizing that it is very difficult to become a doctor or a lawyer. So whether you become an Olympic athlete or a loving parent one day, attempt to be the best person you can be, one with the willingness to strive for excellence and one who stands upright in morality and righteousness. With that being said, I would like to recognize the hidden heroes who have influenced us on the home front as leaders. So thank you, administrators, for making our schools safe and watching out for the best interests of the students. Thank you, teachers, for educating us and dealing with our senioritis. Thank you, coaches, for putting in the extra work to help make our high school athletic seasons worth the effort. And thank you, custodians, for cleaning up our messes when mom isn't around. And thank you, office staff and counselors, for guiding us through our years. I would now like to take this time to thank my loving parents. Mom, you always supported me in everything, and I love you. And Dad, you always sacrifice your time and do everything in your power to make me happy. I am honored to call you my parents. I love you. You have all displayed exemplary leadership by caring and exhibiting a positive influence for our graduating class. These are the traits that all exceptional leaders demonstrate. These are the traits we must pursue. So which of you graduates are going to take the challenge to leave a legacy? So while we enter the real world, do something that matters. Life is what you make it, so make it count, and don't let anyone look down on you because you are young. Set an example in what you say and in how you live. Be strong and confident while living courageous lives, and ignore the deceptions that may keep you from prosperity. Class of 2013, I have full faith in all of you that greatness is just one of the many destinations for everyone here. There is a new chapter that awaits, and it starts now. Congratulations.
Thank you, Michelle. Our second student speaker is a multi-talented musician, thespian, scholar, a true Renaissance man, Mr. Connor Nelson.
My fellow Vipers, first of all, I'd like to say congratulations. We did it. And it is an honor to stand before all of you tonight. Now, if I could ask for your participation, have a raise of hands, please. Who here is excited to graduate? Who here is ready for the future? Now, where are my future engineers? The star athletes? My doctors? The Grammy-winning musicians? The Oscar-worthy actors? And which one of you is going to be president someday? Now, who here has absolutely no clue what they're going to do? One final question. Who here is going to be great? Because if there is one thing I know for certain each and every one of us is capable of, it's just that, greatness. Writing a graduation speech has been a real dream of mine for quite some time now. Yet I was having serious trouble finding something to say that would reach all 615 of you. I honestly had no idea. Then my father, a prime example of greatness, told me, well, all of you will be something different, but all of you have that potential to be something great. I want to prove him right. Graduation is a milestone in growing up, and the hard part of growing up is realizing the sad truth that we can't go out there and accomplish every single thing we want to. As much as it pains me to say that, there's just no way. But the other part of growing up, the much harder part, is going out into the world, accepting this very sad truth, and not giving up. Going out there and doing something great. But it's all on us now. Miss Finns won't be there to keep us motivated. Miss Kristen won't be there to keep us in check. Miss Rogers, Miss Sanders, Miss Fiato, Dr. Vichot, none of them will be there tomorrow morning to help us. It all changes now. This is the turning point. We all leave this auditorium tonight changed individuals. This is when the greatness truly begins. So I challenge you all. No, I promise you all. As a matter of fact, tonight, let's all make a promise to each other. Let's promise each other that no matter where we end up, no matter what we end up doing, that we'll be great at it. And I'll hold you to it. I want to see you all smiling at the reunion 10 years from now, 20 years from now, and hear how great you all are. Hear about how much of a better place you've made this world. Let's be more than just the class of 2013. Let's be the generation of greatness. Before I close, I'd like to get a little personal and thank some of those who have had a remarkable impact on my high school experience. I'd like to thank the Academy of Arts and Minds for helping to make me the person I am today. I'd like to thank the Ampites in West End for allowing me to live my dream, even if on a small scale. Thanks to the Vox Vipera for giving my writing an outlet. I'd like to thank Massa for becoming my best friend at this school. Thank you, Tina, for setting an exceptional example for all of us. Thank you to the very special individual who opened my eyes this year. My heart will never forget you. I'd like to thank the most outstanding group of kids I could imagine. Adults, all of you, for taking me in as one of your own when I was a new kid and helping to make Varela my home. Thanks to the superheroes we call teachers. You'll be in my mind as I move this tassel tonight. I'd like to ask Mr. Escobar to stand. Special thanks to you for helping me with this speech. You have shown me what an educator should be. If the following people could please stand and remain standing. My mother. Thank you for devoting your entire life to making sure I was raised with a smile on my face every day. I don't voice it enough, so I promise to spend the rest of my life trying to make you as happy as you've made me. You've taught me to smile. My sister, Chelsea. Thank you for being right there by my side through everything, no matter what, every day. I promise to always be there for you. My father. Thank you for inspiring me to be something great every day. I promise I will be. Ladies and gentlemen, my lifelong teachers and the three most important people in this room. Oh, and thank you, Jeter, my dog. Classmates, I hope you had the time of your lives. Now let's go out there and let's repay Felix Varela Senior High School for all it's done for us. Let us ensure that the hard work of our outstanding educators was well worth it. Hey, let's ensure that all of our hard work was well worth it. Let's go make our dreams come true. Let's prove our parents right. Let's take over the future, because tomorrow is the future. Tomorrow is life. So let's get living, and let's do it together. But most of all, let's be great. Heba, happy birthday.
Vanessa Montenegro. Cum laude, Student Government Secretary. Isabel Bolivar, Student Government Vice President. Maria Mesa, Student Government President. Ariana Fernandez, Class of 2013 Treasurer. Ariana Brito, Class of 2013 Vice President Cum Laude. Gabriela Hutagalung, Class of 2013 President. Connor Nelson, Summa Cum Laude. Michelle Perri, Cum Laude.
Mawish Ahmad, Summa Cum Laude. Faiza Ahmed, Summa Cum Laude. Mohammed Ahmed, Summa Cum Laude. Luis Aloma, Summa Cum Laude. Andre Andrade, Summa Cum Laude. Melissa Barciela, Summa Cum Laude. Jessica Caicedo, Summa Cum Laude. Daniel Camus, Summa Cum Laude. Gianita Canova, Summa Cum Laude. Maria Chiquin, summa cum laude. Tina Esfandiari, summa cum laude. Lindsay Felder, summa cum laude. Sarah Figuera, summa cum laude. Camila Garcia, summa cum laude. Kelsey Giebel, summa cum laude. Santiago Gonzalez, summa cum laude. Stephanie Lucena, summa cum laude. Alejandro Lugo, summa cum laude. Janelle Malagon, summa cum laude. Brenda Mantrana, summa cum laude. Neha